Look at this! This is New York City right now, and my pet is literally eating a yellow cab. No, it's not a movie. It's my life. We are being chased by a SWAT team through a subway tunnel. And honestly, we deserve it. Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how a simple man ended up in this madness. It all started with this little guy and his uncontrollable addiction to my expensive sneakers. He doesn't want food. He wants rubber. Subscribe to see the full story of Trallalero. Trust me, it gets much, much crazier. Evening beach, golden sunset. I was just walking along the shore. But something ahead was glowing blue, coming right out of the sand. I got closer, crouched down. It was an egg? I started carefully brushing the sand away. It was warm and glowing from the inside. I picked it up. It was vibrating, literally, in my hands. Brought it home, set it on a towel. The whole room turned blue. I held a flashlight up to it and saw a shadow inside, with fins. Crack! A glowing line split across the shell. It started bouncing across the table. Something was trying to get out. And then, a tiny leg poked through the crack. The shell fell apart. Sitting on the towel was a tiny blue shark, with legs. I reached out a finger. He jumped straight back, scared of me. I placed a pair of tiny blue sneakers in front of him. He stared, then sniffed them. Cut, and he's already wearing them. Standing tall, looking proud. First dance, stepping his little feet right on the beat. I gave him a fish stick. He grabbed it and started crunching immediately. I came back and found him asleep inside my slipper, curled up like a ball. I opened the door to the room, and he had grown, now about the size of a cat. He snatched my sock and bolted. All I heard was his sneakers tapping down the hall. I looked under the bed, a full stash of my stuff, and one sneaker. I turned on the vacuum, and he sprinted over, jumped on, and rode it across the room. One fin in the air, no hesitation. I opened the closet and caught him inspecting a pair of high tops like a serious buyer. Then, later, he climbed into his water bowl, flipped it over, and just stood there in a flooded kitchen, looking guilty. Trallalero Trallala. I grabbed the hairdryer and pointed it at him, eyes closed, fins flapping in the wind, pure bliss. He found the mirror, then slowly lifted one leg to check the sole of his sneaker. This guy knew exactly how good he looked. One of my sneakers was missing. A trail of tiny blue footprints led to the balcony, and there he was, sitting inside my shoe, rocking back and forth like it was a boat. He dropped a shoe catalog at my feet and jabbed his fin at the most expensive pair on the page. At breakfast, he ignored everything except the loop-shaped cereal, trying to wear them as rings. Then he found a shark documentary on TV and spent the whole episode shaking his head. I started dancing, just messing around, and without missing a beat, he mirrored every single move, side by side. I was already late. Keys were gone. I looked over. He was sleeping on the floor. The keys were sticking right out of his sneaker. I took him into the city in my backpack, head and sneakers sticking out the top. People stared. He waved back. Then we passed a Nike store and he pressed his entire face against the glass. I had to physically drag him away. Next morning, the backpack was in shreds and sitting on the bed, massive, staring right at me, was Trallalero, grown. He was sitting on the bed, staring at his bare feet, tiny torn sneakers beside him. Then I walked in with a giant shoebox, and he exploded with joy. Inside, brand new blue and gold sneakers. Size 45. He reached out with his fin and touched the leather like it was sacred, then laced them up himself. First step. He straightened up, threw a A, and started his walk down the hallway. He made it exactly one doorway before his dorsal fin caught the top frame. Stuck, arms crossed, staring at me like it was my fault. He tried to make breakfast. One tap of his fin, and the table was in pieces, flour everywhere. Then he turned to me with the biggest, most innocent eyes I had ever seen. Fins pressed together. Sorry. We hit the gym. He got on the leg press and started pumping weights like it was nothing. He decided to patrol the apartment on tiptoes. Every single step knocked something off a shelf. He looked back at the mess, shrugged, and kept walking. I opened a shoebox and found my laptop inside. He was peeking from behind the curtain watching me. Then I found him in the living room with a VR headset on, swinging his fins wildly, knocking over everything in reach. He found my best coat in the wardrobe and put it on, walked up to the mirror, popped the collar. He looked incredible. We drove across town. He took up the entire back seat, head sticking out the sunroof, fins waving out the windows. Then we hit a drive-through, and he leaned out and ordered with nothing but hand gestures. The worker was speechless. Picnic in the park. He ate his pizza with extreme elegance. Not one crumb near the sneakers. He spotted a French bulldog and crouched down to say hello. The dog had no idea what was happening. Then he saw a puddle and leaped over it in slow motion like an Olympic athlete. Those sneakers were not getting wet. I put a gold chain around his neck. He adjusted it. He set up an Instagram and spent 20 minutes finding the perfect selfie angle. Ring light on, sneakers in frame. Then he read the comments, and a single tear rolled down his cheek. Ocean water, obviously. I put my hand on his shoulder. He looked up at me. Something shifted in his eyes. We had a show to put on. Training montage in the garage, neon lights, footwork drills. He was a blur of blue and gold. Then he attempted a backflip and disappeared under a pile of cardboard boxes. Trallalero Trallala. He sat down and cleaned every inch of those sneakers with a brush. Slow, focused, blew on them to dry. He stepped out of a black SUV onto the city square. People stopped. Phones came out. He adjusted his gold chain. The bass dropped, and he hit the ground spinning. A full head spin, right there on the pavement. The crowd went absolutely wild. Then came the moonwalk. Smooth, effortless. The sneakers just glided, and one by one, the whole city started moving with him. Everyone doing the same step. The police showed up. He looked at them. They looked at him. 10 seconds later, they were walking in sync beside him, full patrol mode. And then I saw it, his face on every billboard in Times Square. Trallalero World Tour. He winked at the camera. We came home. He sat on the floor, leaned against the sofa, and slowly took off his sneakers, let out a long breath, then curled up on the rug, hugging both shoes like they were the most precious things in the world.
Hey everyone, we did it! Race complete. Yeah, the view is incredible! Best day ever. High five. Happy ending! Guys, thank you so much for watching Trallalero's journey to the end. It's been a crazy ride. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe to our NYC family.